69 health.
They might be a little bit too nervous to go
5 impulse. Impulses are actually good in like World Cup.
Keep doing the same mistake, right? The first time he got him low, it was just because he gargoyled, is what we call it, where you kind of just stand still at the top of a building. And I don't think they're gonna let him get away.
Impulses are actually good like for like World Cup because that's fast rotation. That's what Ghost Bizzle would used to use when he needed when he was used to win without getting without using weapons. He won back to back
Panic Shadow Bomb
teams without weapons.
That wall edit was not the one that you needed to go for. You're gonna have to, jump your way out there and do your best parkour. It's not gonna work out. He's not gonna be able to do it in time.
Right.
And now
Epic will qualify. Come on, get this mindset.
Elduke is probably very close by. Retake Poser here.
Retake Poser.
These guys are just rotating out with.
Please don't sue me. I'm watching Platinum Toe, not Plateau. Platinum Toe. Okay, brother.
Anyway,
Pop off. Get him. Come on. Okay, you got 0 yard bullets. Nice. Take the freaking gold scar. This man's really not taking a gold scar instead of a freaking gray heavy AK. Oh, never mind. He didn't have time. I'm stupid. Ooh, that guy using the thing.
And unfortunately, so for Poser,
Twitch, it's SG03 with the IQ plays.
finding that elimination, even just the 40 would have made a huge difference, but then immediately everyone else is saying, look,
I'm live streaming me reacting to the World Cup finals at 11 p.m.
We're going to go ahead and shut you down.
Bro.
Kenichi is going to try and connect over here to the plateau.
Kenichi and
Anyway,
Dookie or Doke, I don't know how to say it.
This number is constantly changing. I'm trying my best. 8 players, 6
Duke got 11 kills and the other guy got 2. Duke, it's Duke, you say Duke. Duke got 11 kills and his teammate got 2. They got 13, 76 points.
They're looking for more. If they can find one more, it's going to put them in the top 5.
Bro, this kid's using exploits.
They jump in the box.
Exploits.
Just on the outside of top 5. Very unfortunate.
12 kills.
I mean, they're on a spree right now.
Oh, that player actually getting the shot off right before, but we're switching on to Kunichi right now, who I think
Kunichi.
that Duke is coming up to with that launch
Kunichi.
He's low HP, staying down below.
With the kill. Don't know how he got it, but whatever.
With that legendary AR, he's going to go ahead and reload everything, and he's going to have free reign to take shots down below. Not taking that opportunity yet, but first getting back with his teammate because he was running low on materials. So first priority.
I like how they give him like 11 builds when he asks for mats.
Like he's using an impulse or a flint knock or something like that. That fast movement changes.
Fast rotation. That's good actually. That's a good idea. Using quick rotation with freaking.
He's got a little separate, and the edit there is going to ensure that Dark gets shut down. But immediately, look at this. Duke gets traded out. But Kunichi comes down and says, "Not today, my friend." But we want
Kunichi and Duke got 17 kills combined.
Unfortunately, the 10 seconds committed is
Jefferson.
Go their way. Look at this, 10 minutes left.
17 kills in a World Cup Finals match.
Regulator and Juice, they are in critical condition.
One of them got 12, the other one got 5. I can't even get 2.
Health advantage, and I'd say the position advantage and the loadout advantage.
And if I do get 2, I'm probably gonna go against the biggest bots of that whole entire.
Kunichi can find any chickens. Right here, Regulator goes down, and yes, it is definitely somebody down.
Bro, those edits are cleaner than Alex's forehead. Bro.
And that is a big one. That's a massive one. That puts them for sure in contention. Right?
Is it in first?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly the score.
I don't think it's first.
They could be because that was
unless Epic Will and stuff got a good game.
Yes. So that was
Epic Will can guard an Epic Will, can guard an Epic Will.
To do that in
PNG Epic Will.
Is
where is he?
ridiculous.
Is Epic Will not dead? Is Epic Will dead?
That is huge.
I have to guess that was the game.
Jefferson, you can mute me from annoying. I don't care.
If they were already
just unmute me at 11 if you mute me.
Something like 100. So
oh,
I have
true.
to guess that was
That's
the
why
game.
what got that.
It's entertainment. Okay,
cool.
good.
So just remember that number 87 is the current highest that we've seen so far. And don't forget, we're kind of tuning into games that have been kind of happening, so we're going to be seeing different values here.
So this is entertainment for you?
Confirmation that was the game that got them to where they were.
Bro, I'm gonna send this to the Fortnite guy. He'd be proud of me, bro. Going for Kangaroo, Epic Will. Epic Will could qualify.
Let's see if we find them in a game. See if they're gonna.
I'm a download Twitter right now just to send it to him.
And I like the name of this player right here, Bok Choy Boy. One of my favorites.
Bok Choy Boy.
Yeah, there you go.
His name is Bok Choy Boy.
For me, what I want to see
Oh my
is,
god, that's amazing.
you know, what's going on.
Kangaroo, Epic Will. Where is he? Where's his name?
Obviously, the duel we just left, right?
Quentin. BH Quentin. Bigfoot killed him. Mateus Friend killed Quentin.
This is literally like.
Is that Quentin?
This is your first time
Whatever.
watching. We're literally watching these.
I'm going for
games
Kangaroo,
unfold,
Epic Will.
right?
Still.
These games are literally making the difference. So let's say hypothetically all.
Let me install
well,
Twitter
top
so I can
four
send
make it
this
in
to
the same
Fortnite
game,
guy.
and
Gonna get a lot of
Ford
clout.
eliminates second. That means they've shut them out of the running.
Nah, I'm
And
kidding.
Especially remember the queue time is coming down here to the wire. If they get shut down,
Come
that
on,
has
got
huge
this.
implications on the standings. You could if how to better explain this? My mind's trying to
Let me install Twitter.
different things. But basically, they shut them out of the running. And if that was their final game,
Twitter.
maybe that was the 10th game. Maybe at that moment, that was the last opportunity they had to queue. That means their run.
Get
is
'em,
done,
boys.
and it's up to whoever's left to
Spray
try
and pray
rack
into
up
your
points
box.
and move up and down the leaderboard, right?
Spray and pray into your
keep an
box
eye
with the
on these top four
brah-pa-pow.
that we're taking a look at. Kenny's and Antidote being one of them. Epic Whale, 40R being another. These are going to be the teams that are trying their
Wait, did he
best
just kill
to
Dexter? Or am I blind?
Guys that are in the running, but
No,
of
he's
course,
not.
don't forget
No,
everybody
Dexter doesn't
could,
even play for
have
us.
the performance that
I mean,
we
I don't
saw,
think.
the
Yes.
29-point game that we just saw. Yeah, that
could push you up there, and all of a sudden we're focusing on you too. So regardless, into the top 15.
Yeah, but it's ending at 11
Blair
still.
near Snobby Shores,
Takes 5 minutes.
starting to get a little bit
So
run
yeah,
down, but
I'm
now
watching
Quake
it for.
is, you know, Quake, a little
Yeah.
bit of knowledge on
I mean
Quake. This is
West
probably
West
one
servers
of the
and
best
at
PG
11.
players that
Do
anybody
you
has
actually?
ever seen in
It's
NBA.
if you don't, cause I play so
Playing
trash
things.
that
He's
you
doing
could be
crazy
me
things,
in
some
all
of
of
the
you want.
parallel guys. But here, performing
I
in the finals of the
I
online
play
open,
trash
see
at
where he
night.
ends up.
So like even if you would have asked me to like,
So I think his dual partner must be gone. It's by himself, fall damage.
I mean,
Well,
West
just
servers
being
end on
outside
at
the top
11.
10, that's super tough and not the spot you want to be in.
Then I don't know if Asia
Trying to
servers
keep
play
alive
or
as long as possible.
OC.
Don't forget top 15,
But
10,
after I'm
5,
done
and
playing
big
with
draws
you,
and placement
I'm
thresholds, and every elimination is
I haven't
worth
watched the other
right
ones.
now. Shab and Quake. they're
Yeah,
sitting
because
on
this is
7
actually fire. It just
points
shows you
just
endgame.
off of eliminations.
This is
4x, excuse me, as things unfold. Maybe they pick up a victory out here, and that can make a massive difference to the standings.
Could make a massive difference in the standings. As all these players doing their best. We've got 2 circles to go here. All the marks coming out, all the different communications going on. It's very hectic, but Quake and Shab right now, they just used 2 Riptigos, and the fact that they had those means that they can glide up until they get to the rest of the placement points. I mean, they're going to be sitting up there hopefully until top 5, but no, Brian G is going to put an end to that. That means they're going to dive, but they land on high ground, and all of a sudden the story is completely shifted, but one player is going
Actually,
to
no,
try
I don't
to
have to
contest them,
be.
but gets right
So
under,
13
dodges
would
any
be
shots
like
that Shab and Quake are gonna put on.
2006
So that
or
second rift is
2005, whatever.
massive, right? That has just put them
And
in a
I'm
high ground
for my
position.
birthday, August
They've
10th.
got the vantage point. Someone else looks to contest. Blues just get blown up. He did not have a chance at all, and that elimination puts them into top 5. Another round of placement points. So now look, you got
What?
Quakies who's going to try and just keep there with Shab. ADR was, we saw him earlier try and contest. 5 minutes left on queue times. I feel my stress levels going up. I feel it.
You could you have to be 13 or older, so.
Dude, I just feel like I understand. Like, obviously, I'm not nowhere near.
G for the G was G for Gmail.
By a significant margin. You and Sundown and
Oh, I love this.
Yo, he sneaked up behind them, said hello, mother.
So let me explain a little bit about the movement there. Obviously, Tiki did not realize.
But he actually
ADR
did, though.
was in his box, but if he did,
He just
ADR
came up
was
behind them,
streaking
said,
to the right,
hello,
which is taking advantage
motherfucker,
of the camera position
and killed
and your
him.
model and making it so that it's so hard to track you when you're in that shadow form. You're already
Okay,
hard to
can I
see.
actually
But
get the
going right
email?
up into the box, that's Brian G who goes down, and ADR making his way up. It's Shab and
Control
Quake.
freaks,
We
no
know
performance.
where they were.
Why
Here
are
comes
there
the launch
so
side.
much
He's gotta
control
stay in
freaks?
zone. I don't think he has a chance here. No.
I mean, I have control
Quake
freaks.
is gonna put a quick end to that heroic attempt
Ooh,
at trying to win
the
game.
double green
That's
omega
actually
combo
9
wombo.
eliminations in the victory royale there, so 19 points, or sorry, yeah, 19 points pushing them up there.
that's the kind of performance these players need if they're hoping to contest that #1 spot. But for now, Fortnite fan, we're going to send it back into studio, see what's up with Sundown for the rundown.
Come on.
Thank you so much, Zeke and Bala, and we're
tell me Epic will qualified. Please, please, I beg of you.
Duo will be to join us at the Fortnite World Cup.
I beg, make them go to New York. They deserve it. They're probably better than whoever the commentator is, but whatever. Get them, boys. Oh, World Cup Creative.
Finals that have been
yeah.
So the hope is still there. Make sure you check it out. As we said, all 3 trials are playable now. 1 player will be advanced from each, winning their chance to compete at the $3 million prize pool and $5,000 for taking the top spot. So, how do you get involved? You can check out Hand Eye of I Blood.
Okay, we get it. Shush, just tell us who qualified. I'm making Twitter for a reason.
For more updates. Again, this is one of the last opportunities to get to play on that stage that we debuted.
We get it. They're gonna be able to play on the stage.
All the final bells and whistles. There'll be plenty more surprises. And speaking of plenty more surprises, we will be right back after a quick 5-minute break to conclude the rest of NA West and round out the Fortnite World Cup roster for the Battle Royale.
You know what? Frick you. You're gonna have to make us wait 5 minutes of your Dumbo ads to tell us that Epic Will is not gonna qualify. I mean, I hope he qualifies, but like, you're gonna make us see a Durburger walking inside a battle bus that looks discombobulated with a taco instead of showing us a border for 2 minutes. Ooh, fire music. Never mind. Watch my stream if you want to see more content. Anarchy I Suck on YouTube, but I'm gonna change it to Scares Memo. I'm watching the World Cup Finals. Ouch. No, I'm talking to my sister. If you don't win, you suck. No, I'm kidding. Anarchy I Suck, my email. I need like 2 or 3.
I know that it's going to be a King of the Hill mode. Make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. The first match. Jordan Fisher. He's in the corner of Rune. They're going to win the game. This is it. And they pick it up. They have to protect him here. And this is now we're going to start to earn a lot of points. They're climbing that leaderboard, Lupo. They're in the shadows, unseen, and they will have the Ravens' revenge. GG. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Socials, Twitter.
Surely this is going to be a win for them. No! It's 1 point remaining. And the Little Whip Warriors might be able to come back into this with enough time.
Wait, who subbed to me? Mirna Figueroa has subscribed to you on YouTube. I think that's Jonathan.
Look at him, just dancing it out. Sitting inside the control point, 6 minutes remaining, but it's not even gonna matter. That's a victory royale. Game 4 goes to the Fish Fan.
Fish sticks.
Could it happen? Could the Llama Record Company be our first back-to-back champion? Or will it be the Fish Fan actually being back-to-back in this instance? He has it, you see.
Get him, Lil Whip. DJs. Llamas. The llamas. The freaking llamas.
He's still in it. He's standing strong, and he wins out on the battle. 990, and he's continuing to gain. He's got to get to that wall, and that's going to do it. We want to know who won? We want to know who won?
The Llama Record Company.
Wait, I gotta check my phone number again. I don't even know my own phone number. That's sad.
Give it up one more time for the Llama.
It's 516-601. Whoa, what? Just look it up for a second. On your phone.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys on the battle bus.
9253? No. That's definitely not it, but whatever. Imagine that was actually voice. No. You have to get off? Why? Wait. Do you have 1 minute? Yeah, because I'm trying to show you the West thing, whoever qualified for West. Who do you hope for? Epic Will or who? Can Garna Epic Will, or who do you think could qualify it? No, you have 30 seconds. Okay, bye. I'm gonna tell them in the PS4 app real quick. Who is it gonna be? Sorry if the screen is like blacked out on top. Come on, make it Epic Will. Make it Epic Wills.
All right, Fortnite fam, we're gearing up for the final few moments of NA West action. Now, I'm not going to hold you up too long because I know you want to get back in the games, and I know you're ready to see who's going to punch their ticket to the World Cup Finals in New York City. So, to hop back into this games, let's get
Don't suggest. I'm not going to vote who you suggested.
We got Sundown. We got the big man with big plans, Shiowager. Gentlemen, it's on you.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Yes, I'm here with Shy, and we're going to take you through the final games of not only NA West, but the entirety of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. It's been 10 long weeks, and we're going to get our last duo right here in the next 30 minutes.
It's a fight for the top, a lot of points up, very small margins between who can qualify, so we'll see who pops off. Let's get straight into the games.
Let's get into those
Come
matches
on.
and see what
I don't want to see the matches. Let me see who qualified. Please, I beg of you.
Who will come up clutch? Who can do it when the back is
Agos, do you think Garna Epic Will got this?
I won't just kick my drink over. I caught it. That's how
If I do this, I might go on Twitter. No, I'm kidding.
As we hop on board here with Persecute
No.
trying to put
Whatever.
the new duo to work,
Nice.
and they do, finding two there and avoiding the trap. Good way to kick this
What?
off. Currently sitting at 10
Oh.
Elim Shiowager.
Come on, get them boys.
Right out of line, so, you know,
Get them boys,
that
get
person
them
can
boys,
just
get
out of
them
that trap
boys.
line, not get damaged at all. They have
Epic
so many
Will,
options
Epic
now
Will,
for
Epic
items
Will,
they
Epic
can pick up
Will,
as
Epic
well. They
Will,
gotta
Epic
pick
Will,
the
Epic
winning loadout that not only gets
Get
them
'em,
towards the end
boys.
game, but gives them enough room to have those pressure picks, have
Let me
that
go on
room
Twitter.
to, you know, pop
Twitter.
off at any moment possible.
Twitter.
High, low, or
Come
mid.
on, Twitter.
Instincts
Take
and
your
heavy
poggers.
snipers will certainly allow them to do that. We talk about it being kind of the skeleton key, the one that opens all doors. A little bit harder in duos, but you can still make it work as they're trying to get the double wall replaced there. One player pickaxing, the other one holding the wall, continuing to go for it. Get that wall, get the replace right away. Combat finds the basket, and will they be able to push through? You can see the other player wanting nothing, trying to get up and over. You have to change levels. Moving just horizontally won't be enough, and he is finally able to get away from the relentless push up to 11 elims.
They won't get both duos, but they do get a little bit of reward for the risk they have to take on that fight. Are on low ground, have enough time. The zone hasn't even started moving yet towards the fifth circle. A launch pad is coming out just so they can catch up on the time it took on that engagement. Nitrix and Persecute are going to be moving towards a mid-ground layer now. More angles for pressure. Break builds being used. They can recycle off the hotel, which they will do, putting their mats all the way back up, looking very, very healthy.
Sorry for
Not
being
much
quiet.
rotation
I'm just
on
trying
them
to
now. It's all
figure
about
out
their range,
something.
their brawn, and their aim, Sundown.
They're going to be looking hopefully for a favorable circle here, but with, you know, kind of being down by the Paradise Palms area, a lot of variable terrain, different verticality to move over, and that circle 6 zone, which will be revealed right now. All right, not too bad, not directly over one of the course of the mountains. Most of the lobby will have to rotate past them, but they need to be careful as they're currently just getting shredded from the people on the far side.
We talk about momentum as well. These guys do have 12 eliminations at the moment, or 11 eliminations.
12 or 11? Go back to school, brother.
Is the thing that happens as well, as they might spend a little bit too much time not prepping for the next rotation, instead going for this pressure on Boo and Badger on the zone line as well. It could hold not the best as the option towards getting a win in the game, but playing off of the eliminations they've had earlier in the game, it could prove to be a nice flow of movement throughout the whole game for this duo moving up towards their next zone. Now tunneling in Nitrix. Once again, no mobility. It has to be raw movement here with their builds. Tunneling being so important. A person in their box gets shotgunned out of there. The combat, making sure it's being used in combat. Nitrix taking down Hayden. They're seeing if they can move once again as a duo. Splitting up is going to be bad at this moment. A heavy snipe coming in does not connect, but does put down enough pressure to give them a little bit of room to move towards where they need to get to go. Lair switches coming up as well. Wood builds in front of them, so Nitrix, seeing that, knows he can pressure them off a little bit to give him some room to move around that specific area. A nice low ground rotation here does require a lot of mats, however.
And we just hit the top 15 now as Nitrix is on the backside. So
wait, is Epic will in this? I forgot to check. So sweaty. Boy, your name is so sweaty. Ooh, 1,400.
As Landrock finds Badgers, that was one of the players who was pinned on the outside by
How do you put that down? I'm stupid. I don't use my phone that much. I mean, I do use it a lot.
So just trying to play for a little bit of cash and potentially ruin somebody else's dreams as they're doing everything they can to get the practice in. Landrock looking to drop the player down. They will give up the high ground as players begin to drop in the rotation. We are moving farther away from Paradise, so variable drops there. You can see a nice little split of the shadow bombs, and then they're going straight down to the low ground.
This is an awesome thing that we see duos do. A nice dynamic shadow to drop the sightline. Punisher in the most intense box I've ever seen in my life, but phases through the pyramid to get the shotgun shot off on a Jammin who is not listening to any music anymore. Sent straight back to the lobby. Punisher now has to regroup with Landjock. Landjock opening up some GLs from high ground to kind of open up where Punisher can come from. No pressure for Punisher to catch right back up to where he was before.
And now we have our top 10, and also a great play there. Did end up Metroid in the box, but just stopped, picked a corner, and then was able to win the box fight right after. Honestly, if I'm that other player, I just start spraying towards the corners and hoping to find hit markers. No reason not to. Player can't return fire. However, unfortunate hindsight is 2020 as Landjock gets coned off there, but is just going to fight his way through. Doesn't own that wall despite trying to go for the edit. Still trying to pickaxe out and move forward. They did not give up high ground, so he's able to simply walk that away, but he has no more mats. He's going to be dependent on this player to drop down, and Caleb does find it. Punisher will tarp down for him, does take a little bit of fall damage, but finds the 10 mats needed, all the wood in the metal, and now just going to plop some grenades towards the low ground. Combat might have been the right call there, but is able to find one knock on Disaster and looking for the second one onto Blind, who's at sub 10 HP.
All these risks that are being taken by this titan of a duo. Punisher going all the way down to low ground, but also losing a lot of his HP for that. Landjock now has to carry this duo based off of health, but he gets beamed from Persecute, who ends up on high, has brick builds as well, so he's going to be chilling up there for a long time. Not pressure to come down at all. Blind, he might win this. Solely a 1v2 here for whole lobby. Gets another beam on the Punisher. Just perfect play there. Not taking any damage.
12 kills, goddamn chill.
So many mats left over as well.
26 points. That's coming up clutch. We talk about huge individual efforts. Persecute doing it with the brand new duo. We've seen him with Riverson before. They were one of the favorites, breaking up there right before the final week and now playing on separate regions. What a great effort. 74 points is going to put them close. We saw Landjock and Punisher were towards the top there. Again, an already qualified duo. We're at 85, and the Qs are none left as they're trying to put the shots through the wall. Heavy Snipe does go through, and they find it. 1-2 for the AU boys. McKenny work back on through and find the second one to get Tyvid back up. And you can see this is one of those thinner lobbies. We talked about the W key or the aggressive lobbies that Macon finds it. Can he get back over to Tyvid and get the touch? There's no time. You got to get it. Ooh.
Oh my God, the last possible second to make sure their YouTube dreams live on for the rest of the lobby. A lot of mats available for multiple engagements here as well. I saw a rift to go down and some chug splash as well that these guys can get and just make sure that their end game is popping off to the most potential possible. Those chug splashes already being used. That loadout slot will be sufficed with another item. Unfortunately, the shadows were not picked up by Macon. We'll see if that will prove bad at the end of or towards of the game as well. A lot of hard mats here, a dope place to tarp up on and box up on as well, making sure they control all layers and all walls as well, as you never want to be surprised by a heavy sniper breakdown or anyone editing you down or around you through your walls. A lot of bullying coming in from the server as well, as these are fresh builds. It's very hard to stay safe here. All angles now are going to be risk and detrimental for this duo at the moment. They're gonna have to switch layers, and they do, saving a little bit of mats, but Typhon is in a position of distraught at the moment. He's going to be split off of his dual partner. We'll see if they can survive. A big wall replace coming in. Macon does not stop the heat, even though they are in the coldest biome in the Fortnite map. More heavy sniper reloads coming in. He has the time, he has the pressure, and the angles. Getting into Carter's box, ending his reign. He's back to the lobby. An RPG coming in, eating that one up.
That was the proximity launcher. Wasn't an RPG, or would have ticked him over for a little bit more, getting the 70 damage in there and just getting caught out. But we talked about this before. You can see those shots going out kind of in these.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm not talking. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. This is a live stream. This is not a video, but like
Prolo in pair have the high ground. They're able to look down.
This is cool.
That much more control. There's no chaos. You don't have to worry about covering your top or someone going to challenge, because you can see it from a mile away.
Best YouTuber, like this YouTuber is actually really good YouTuber named Fortnite, the Fortnite guy. Not trying to get that much clout, but not even trying to, not clout chasing, I swear. But like, Epic Will is actually one of my favorite Fortnite players. Oh my god, goddamn, chill.
Lands as well. Big edits coming through as the default Jamal skin is close to being eliminated. He's down now.
Oh, so he has an underscore. Okay.
It's only the 6th zone. Only 4 duels left as well. We talk about these different games. Pair finally going down in the storm. Incorrect edits or block offs by Froob. Billy's down as well as the zone starts to teeter downwards on layers. The mountain now running out. Amp in a box with many traps. Not sure which is going to rift out of it. Froob finally going down. It's a 1v1 Sundown.
He needs to get down and touch his feet immediately. The other player is still up on the high ground, but the zone is moving away from that mountain, so Amp has the advantage. It's Moni up on the high ground. Shadow Bomb does go out. In terms of effective HP, Moni has a little bit of it. He also will have to pay 64 points to 61. Moni gonna pop the Shadow Bomb again and try and go skyward, but they're moving back away from the zone. Moni does have the builds to challenge, but instead it's just gonna opt to play the low ground. As long as he has a tarp there, he should be fine, because Moni will force Amp to waterfall down, which is what he does. One tarp above, Moni in your top right, Amp in your bottom right. You can see the action on the wide. Amp looking for the edit peak as Moni begins to tarp out and go around. Sideways ramps on, flips it back, and now because Moni is on the low ground and has to full tarp, he's running out. He's making his move. Sideways up, goes to 90, cones off, and immediately edits forward, but Amp blocks him up. Moni going out for the right, circles around the storm, misses the first shot, but gets a little bit of shield chip. There's a lot of health damage done from the storm and no ground gain, and Moni just featured himself. We've talked about
Come on.
the 6 seconds will go down. He has no
I want to see Epic Will. Where's Epic Will?
And when the pressure is on, can't let it get to you. Amp, 67 points, 18 coming out from there. He's saying, yeah, you can hold that L.
Yeah, a lot of people are used to PGing. You forget about the ground game when you get into it. The habits built from practice might not be the best. At the same time, so much room given to these duels to fight all the way from 8th circle, 1v1s. Sometimes decisions are made, and sometimes they're the best, and sometimes not.
Well, a lot of these guys aren't used to necessarily working with that amount of room. Right? When you have that much room to work with, it's a little bit, I don't want to say more difficult, but you're thinking more. You have to be more deliberate when you're going. It's less hectic, less playing on reactions, where a lot of these players thrive. But right now, Fulmer proving is not an old man, getting tags and tags and tags, and Johnny gets taken down outside of the top 10 as well, pushing them up to 72 points. We've seen a 74 already. We've seen Landjock and Punisher at 85. That kind of gives you an idea of what that top line looks like. Baller take for the high ground. We've been seeing more of that lately, but Fulmer double edit down. 73 goes away, tries to get the immediate wall replace, does get it through with some help from Kytrex, and they will take that one away. 2 elims will be 3 once they take it over. High ground control and top 10.
All these duels are going to be fighting for these elim points. Only 17 players left alive. Sundown, you said that it was a little bit harder or different for duos to adapt to this space when there's so much more room. The big thing as well, there's so many game plans people practice with these end game Discord servers where you're used to seeing a lot of people on big tarps that you can punish. But in these situations, you kind of have to hound for those elims yourself. So we'll see if that's possible with these players, if they can get towards those positions. But they are very unorthodox and might be a little bit too daunting or frightening.
And the big question is, how much can you get away with in this circumstance, right? Because if there's 40 people in this lobby right now, you have to full tunnel everywhere. You have to be using all the mats, but how much can you cover yourself? Do you always have to be double tarping as this player does disengage, or can you get away with just throwing a single roof above your head because the players don't have an angle? Right now, Boss Baby and Ramos getting a ton of room to go aggro, but getting it turned around on them. They are able to pick up tough X1, but they need Ramos to disengage over a box, will reset the walls around him, and make sure they get the quick revive. Not bad, and this is one of the advantages of it being so sparse. You have plenty of times to stick a revive in a 6 circle with 16 people left.
Exactly. You still have to play careful, though. 9 duels left alive. There still is one more placement, or one batch of placement points left over for these duo players. Very, very silent game at the moment. Usually a lot of action and pressure being dropped down, but obviously anyone in a 1v2 scenario is not going to want to draw too much attention to themselves. Looks like Sir Jaden is in that position as well.
Why am I not talking? I'm so like onto Twitter so far. Oh my god. How long have I been live streaming for? Wait, 4 comments? I did not see their comments. I was way too into this.
As well, doing everything they can. You see Hannah and Carly over there of Gen G. Shout outs to those ladies. They are absolutely nuts. We're able to put up, I believe, is a near a top 25 or top 30 performance yesterday, but absolutely been popping off there. Good to see them in this game now as Tyler and Jace are on the high ground trying to make the rotation. Tyler does end up getting picked up by Exotic on the backside.
You know what? I'm gonna go get some drink, and I'm not hungry, but like I might get some popcorn. No, I'm kidding. But this is good. This is really good. Not gonna lie. Oh my god. Is he gonna kill him? Again? It's him again? I feel so bad for that guy. He died in that last game too. I saw him.
Instead, just going to use a little bit of a ramp push to put himself forward.
Use the freaking... Use the chug splash. Kill him and then use the chug splash. Never mind.
Is going to chug splash his raw HP back up and continue working on the high ground. Does still have 1 left. And the 2 big pots.
Go Epic Will. Epic Will. I want to see Epic Will. Let me see Epic Will. I saw him once. I saw him play once. And then he's not here anymore. He disappeared.
Sneaky on the high ground is old man
like, bro, let me watch Epic Will for once. Like my favorite, one of my favorite players. Not gonna lie, I'm not even lying. Is he here? Freak off!
1 HP at the moment.
And I'm also pretty
I'm gonna go get something to drink because I'm thirsty. That's freak on.
For Dino Kytrex as we now get closer to that top 5, and we have it there as the players drop in. Eclipse will get the points. AC trying to get out, but again, locked in the box in the shadow form, and unfortunately gets ticked over, but Eclipse, no points going through there. Kytrex and Fulmer will be able to run this out, and we're on 74 before those points came through, getting another Elim there, pushing him over with the placement points. 77 is the highest score we've seen so far. Will it be enough? The victory rail and the Elim will push them all the way up to 81. 16 points from Kytrex and Fulmer.
Very, very smart decisions there as well to focus the exact same person making the shadow bomb individual run away and split up that low ground tarp that was already being established. Easy pickups from them. We'll see if it's enough.
I see Epic Will. Go Epic Will. Epic Will. Body all of them. For the Storm. Also, you too. Body all of them.
Coming out from the Fortnite Online Open qualifiers. It's week 10. It's NA West. It is the final moments.
Wait, did they change it? It's now called Save the World. Like you drop your materials to your teammate, and your teammate gives you your material.
For July 14th and the 15th.
Wait a minute.
There's always going to be something more to play for. You can keep track of those in-game tournaments. Got those coming up as well. I mean, I'm excited for that. I've been a big fan of all the trios. Love
Go
the
Epic
trio
Will.
one-day mode, and I think like in terms of the map size, it ends up being where
Body them.
Some kind of mid and early game contestants, but really, if you want to
Look at the Storm. Remove that slash.
Nah,
I'm kidding.
But right now, we're in the duos action, the final of it. We got
I'm invincible.
Sana, how would you approach hitting these?
Okay, now it breaks. Now it breaks. What is this?
How do you kind of get in there without heavy snipers, without stinks? Do you pressure it with the ammo you have, with the amount of players there? What are the risks and rewards of tackling something like that, like a base that big?
Okay, so me personally,
This is actually
I
like
don't
a good thing.
Like if everyone's
Like
boxed
why
up
couldn't
and
I
no one
qualify
else is
for
shooting towards
this? Like,
someone, I'm not gonna go.
where's my duo partner?
Look to kind of press down towards the edge of the storm as
Former.
doing there on the former, getting a nice elim and then
Get his shark splashes. Shit, I got his shark splashes. That's actually good for NZ endgame. Oh no, 3 is actually gonna be perfect.
If you're like don't necessarily have a heavy
Bro, that rotation! That rotation! One shadow bomb got him all the way to the opposite side of the map. Kills? Nah, I'm kidding. Probably better than me, but whatever. Get him, boys. Let's go.
Talking about reward, Epic Whale and his duo 4DR Storm at
I've been waiting to see Epic Whale all day, sir. I've been starting to watch this at 10. I saw Epic Whale.
for week 10.
4DR Storm qualified for the solos side. Epic Whale did as well. Decided to put it together.
Ooh, Epic Whale qualified for the solos. He's goated. Yo, they pushed it. They actually pushed high ground. I didn't mean it like that. I'm dying. Lucid Anarchist. Oh my god, I didn't know Angel qualified. Shoot him! No! No, I'm kidding. Whatever. He killed him. What? Where's Epic Whale? Did he die? Did he die? Oh no, there he is. He's in the sky. Epic Whale's on high ground? Nice. Nice, let's go Epic Whale. Beam him. Beam him out of the sky.
Even more points right now. They're sitting on 3.
Beam him out of the sky.
They are so close and they want every little bit.
Could you do that? Could you shoot? You know how there's mid-air sniping? I'm wondering, is there mid-air RPGing? Could that be a thing? Like when somebody riffs, you shoot an RPG and then they hit them mid-air. That'll be weird, but that'll be like the best clip you could ever have. He tagged him. Oh my god, that IQ though. Go Epic Whale. This is 11. I'm not even gonna go to sleep. It's 11:30 p.m. He got 99 points. They need one more to 100. Get 100. Get 100. Do it for the boys. No, he's getting contested. Go. He is at 101. Good job. I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. Trap kill him. Double traps come down. Epic does get hit, but comes out victorious. Exactly. Wait, how did he knock the shield? Or did he kill them first and then get hit by the trap?
The trap did go off the siphon. Made sure he was able to stay up. Good rotation coming up. And they got top 5 as well. They are on a run. We've seen them
win it for the boys. Win it for the KNG boys.
To close this out. They want to be going. Cloud and Kazooie just below them.
Cloud, kill Cloud.
Also in the map, Outor gets down as with
kill Cloud. He's so low.
The victory royale. Storm and Whale are going to block off the
Go Epic. Go Epic Whale. Go Epic Whale. Core 40R. He died. Whale went down. Cloud died. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, buddies. Let's go. They got the win. They got the win. Let's go. Epic Whale with the 5 kills. Are they sponsored by Ferrari? Leno? KNG, Leno, and Bro. Come on. Another Kingarna member. Qualify. Actually, no, you can't qualify. I'm going for Epic Whale. But like, Leno. Go Leno. Oh, Sean. Also Sean. Go Sean. One of my best friends' name is Sean. So.
But they have already qualified. We're going to see if anybody can push and challenge towards that line that we just saw raised. I mean, the bar
person,
is so high right now, Shy.
Arkaram. We'll edit the cone like one corner and the other corner. So it's going to give you that and then use the cone. Yeah, intelligent, right? Instead of jumping every 2 minutes.
that
I'm getting triggered.
at the moment, looking for beams, and a lot of
he has aimbot.
Big beam coming down. Arkham at 106 points at the moment.
And
he has aimbot.
Every single
Love it.
Arkham and Falconer
Aimbot, ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
Could be challenging.
Wait, is he red? No, I thought it was blue tea.
They want that top spot. They want all the money for themselves. They want to be able to take that home, particularly with the double prize pool. And they're going to be pushing for it and trying to lead the pace. It's not about the qualification spot for them.
Leno also. Did Leno die?
But this lobby is stacked. Base Soldier and Sir D, Typical Gamer,
Little
and Little, Impulse and Phoenix, Nikum, Tome, every single person who has played in a West final, who has been in a top 10 right
Jay, so Jay, Little, Leno, Leno's partner, which I forgot who it was, I'm sorry, Elite, no homo, but like,
goes in a tumbler and dry cycle, making sure everyththing's squeaky clean, and he comes out of that with 2 elims.
Squeaky clean, isn't that like the Floss lobby music? K-A-G-J, go Jay, go Jay, Jay Little, go Jay, you got this, body them.
Yep, Jay and Little have already qualified as well, trying to push in towards that, doing everything they can
never mind.
to work their
You
way
already
back
qualified, you're good.
You see
But
more
whatever.
than half of the duos left now.
Don't do it again. I want
marker.
Epic World to qualify.
Remaining shots coming in towards the back. You can see Jay walling off all of it. Launchpad.
Did he just place the launchpad? Did he just launchpad his teammate?
All of his shield gone. Luckily, does have
okay, I'm talking way too much. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute.
If he can set his feet, they'll be good. The other Kangara duo towards the top. Barl and Lino over there, and they're looking to do everything they can to get to the far side.
All the tricks are coming out of the book as well. We have these half launch pads. We have people hiding inside cones. We have people double editing, playing with that shotgun swap delay as well. Everyone has to play at their top peak level performance to be able to perform in this type of game, especially on West where players are aggressive, typical, trying to go in and claw for an elimination on Sean, but Aiden says, no, that's my duo, that's my buddy, don't touch him, blocks him off from that.
Look at his AR bullets
if he can see anything else below him at
he
all.
got 17.
This is something a lot of players do on the mid ground as well. They are in wood though, so
he
it's
has 2
very
kills,
easy to beat
but he
2
got
soccer skins, but can they live up to the
17
reputation of those skins as well?
What's his name? Jay. Ooh, Jay.
5 players, and we're closing in on Circle 7. No, with Circle 7 is
I didn't even know
space is limited.
What's his name? Epic World was playing today. I did not know. So from one moment I was going for Lucas is better than this guy. But then I saw, oh, Epic World. Hell yeah.
Looking for the sides up to 106.
I don't keep up with Fortnite World Cup. I just don't. I'm sorry. I have better things to do in my time sometimes. But from time to time, this is cool.
As Sean is trying to take it away from Base Soldier, and we have our top 15. So if you're in the lobby, points over to you. Falconer and Arkham up to 109.
I can't believe it done this.
Classic loadout as well. Right now, only 1 Elam, which might not be how they usually play, but with less ammo, redeploy, and minis, you're gonna have to pick your point to pop off in. These mats are also low, so they're gonna be looking to make the most probable and efficient trade-offs in terms of shooting and stopping. A lot of combat shotgun sightlines as well.
Get him. Is that Sean? He killed Sean.
Do not place a wall and get punished for it. Both players going down.
They had a pre-edited arch that was right there, but Arkham and Falconer, all of a sudden, you talked about only 1 Elam, all of a sudden turns into 4 and into the top 10. 114 points now for them as Cold Cutie is able to pick up an Elam.
They got 114.
Xenon does self-eliminate
there
as
get him. No.
Pick up Cold Cutie after he dropped in. Great job with the heavy snipe, making sure and recognize him. He was only 1 level there.
68 and 69 bullets. Brother, you should reload. You should reload your drum gun, brother. Reload the freaking drum gun. Ooh, Jay and Little, high ground.
That is huge, and it's all hard mats, so it's always going to be there. Not going to be knocked down by RPGs unless you send 2. Proxim launchers might be able to find a way, but the positioning of these players already playing around it is going to be too good.
And these are the final moments. This is the very last game. Can Falconer and Arkham take away the top spot? It looks like they've done it in terms of the Elam. So can anybody somebody catch Epic Whale in Storm as Arkham now works down. That's top 5 with that Elim. So Code Kicks does
Gucci toilet. That's a thing. Do you guys know that?
They want the top
A
spot.
Gucci toilet is a thing.
But Falconer gets picked off. Arkham has no build. So what does he do? Drops down, finds the low ground, and finds a little bit of space. Looking to drop the player.
No.
He gets it. That's Tomei taken away. Avoids the trap. Finds another player. One misses the shot. It's FLX. Finding the conversion
FLX, come on.
is still down.
Illy,
no
homo.
Wants to work his way as far up as a 2v1. Flint does come in.
2v1. It's Jay and Little. It's Jay and Little. FLX, Jay and Little. I feel like FLX actually got it. I feel like he actually got it. I feel like he got it. No, Little got it. Oh my god. He had 22 health. I did not know. I did not think he could clutch it up. GG's. Little and Jay with the win. FLX though, he killed somebody in the win.
And we're gonna throw it back into the studio to Zeke and Miss Prime. Zeke, what you got, baby?
Come on, come on.
Love it. Never mind. Anyway,
come on,
guys. Thank you so much. This has been an incredible ride so far. Now I know what you're thinking, Zeke. We gotta know who's going to the finals. We've got one qualifying spot.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna tell you right after this 10-minute break. Gotcha. See you in 10.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much, Fortnite. Sometimes. Like when you removed Siphon, I hated you. And now that you make us wait 10 minutes to show us a picture for 15 seconds to explore a little bit, you have to make us waste 10 minutes of our lives? Nah, I call that BS. Why would you want to go to the lobby? Oh, okay, this is actually good though.
When I sleep, I'm still just like mind blown that I was able to pull it off. It was just one of those things on my bucket list that I really wanted to do. And
oh wait, Arkham already qualified. Oh, bet. Okay.
Stuff like that, but
I don't. Okay, that's good then. Is that Sean?
My confidence in there, it wasn't as good. And then I actually messaged my friend, and he just gave me like perfect advice. Like, you just gotta be confident, and you just gotta know that like you can qualify. I kept on telling myself that throughout the whole tournament, and I guess it worked out.
You just have to work out and play every day. The important fact is to stay focused every time, because if you choke one game and you're tilted, then you're gonna choke every game just after. You have to stay focused all the time.
Every single time you steal a kill or get a
kill
stolen,
Aspect?
in the back of your mind, you know that like that could be the point. It's really important that you just don't let that get to you. In my last game, I had a kill stolen to me as I shot him. In that time, I was waiting to find out if I qualified or not. I knew that like if I didn't qualify by 1 point, it was all about that kill. It's a lot of stress just because of just how close it is every single week.
I would look at other players and see how they would qualify, what was working for them, and then I would kind of like implement that into my gameplay as well, and it helped me improve. At first, what I noticed was
light up the campfire.
I wasn't getting enough kills playing really safe like that, so I would put myself in the middle of everybody and then just like turn around and start shooting them as they're rotating farm and stuff like that.
Probably the best two things to do is practice creative and get the mechanics going, and then also like VOD review and look at your mistakes, because when I went into week 7 of solos, I was pretty nervous and I messed up like 2 games, and then I started to tilt and I played terribly, and I looked back at like what I did wrong, and then I came into week 9 just feeling pretty casual. I knew what I had to do and not tilt again, and it worked out for me really well.
Well, I do customs like every day, and I work a lot on what I do, and I watch streams, and yeah, I practice like that. Like, how do he play? If he do something good, maybe I can take it and do the same in game.
So me winning the first game got me very confident, and that led me to being confident while fighting people as well, so I didn't stress when fighting people. Also, the second game I won, that got me confident. When the World Cup got announced, I started practicing a lot daily, playing 3 to 5 hours a day, even more sometimes. And me seeing improvement motivated me a lot. I had it in me to qualify, so that really motivated me.
ever since TwitchCon, my parents have always been really supportive of me. Everything that I've gone through, every single tournament she watches online, and she tells me her favorite things is endgames. She's like, whenever you get a kill endgame, it's so exciting. And like when she found out, she was so happy. She came home like right away because they were out. She came out right away and celebrated with me, hugged me, and it was just like, it was great to finally like see them like be more proud of me after everything, and just like it paying off like once.
That kill though. Had to be invisible.
Alright, Fortnite fam, we're here for week 9 of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. And just like this Cuddle team leader, we are very excited to be here. The final week of solo competition. Hopefully these players can take a bite out of the competition and really keep it top notch. Codename Elf. Guys, are you ready for week 9, the finals day?
I'm sweating.
Had a whole bag of cookies.
A whole bag of cookies.
He's the yes man.
I'm sweating and I'm watching this.
I don't have to be near Zeke for much longer.
We got some qualification. We got a dancing banana too. I want to see Zeke wear that at some point during the World Cup.
Fortnite fam, you guys know I love it when you use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We actually have a social producer that helps sift through all the tweets and all the incredible things you guys send us, and his name is Nick Brown.
All right, guys, my name is Nick Brown, and for the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers, I've been working as a social producer. So basically, every time.
Damn, look at them in fingers. It just went like.
Fortnite World Cup, I'm the one who plays defense.
Damn, we pressed more fingers
to make sure
in.
that none of those cheeky tweets
2 minutes.
or bad words end up on the big screen.
Boy. Why is this cringy?
Alright, Courage. Let's go to the kitchen.
Boy. No, guys, my controller have to be low charge.
Is that chicken parmesan? Oh my god, it's chicken parm! Yes!
Courage, I love that too. Don't worry. I'm gonna steal it from you.
Bro, they put garlic bread in front of me. You think I'm not gonna get 3 pieces? Come on.
What's up, Fortnite fam? It's Squints here, and recently we've been trying to level up the observing, so we challenge our observers to get cool dynamic shots and keep them smooth and technically awesome. And let's share some of our favorite shots with you guys.
I can't imagine the weight that these competitors must feel on their shoulders.
Whoa, whoa, okay, okay.
Wow.
Seems like the observers are having a little bit of competition back there.
All right, observers, let's get it.
And then try to challenge those
Is it raining?
That just freaked me out.
What? Speaking about something freaky.
There is Nick just above Chap's foot. Because apparently that's someone's name in Fortnite. You don't know about that, Jack? No. I mean, you really need to step up your competitive Fortnite knowledge. It's okay though. It's Chap's foot. Like, physically, he plays. I hate you.
What's up? It's Monster D-Face. What's up? Yo, Monster. You know you're my favorite?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
If I told you you were my favorite, would you believe me?
Probably not. We all know Sundown's his favorite dance. That's a lie, dude. Right there.
What?
Boy.
You know, a lot of people ask me what the best part about replay is. It's got to be working next to GFX Becca.
People ask me all the time what the best part about being
Actually, wait. For the next 3 minutes, you know what? It's just code right there. Probably not. Nope. Can go now? Don't know. You know what? I'm gonna use the port critical to find my job. And then when I find the Epic Girls code, I'm gonna use it. Wait, I'm not. Let me actually see the shop pretty well. When I actually get the books, I'm gonna get that. Your stream is loading. Come on. Come on, Epic Games. I love you. Really. No homo. But like. Okay, that took me a whole minute. I love that. Wait, let me see him. He was on. He got off. Channel is still on. Connie's on. Lance is on. YouTube Rectangle is on. Armani is on. What is crazy message? Come on, let me watch the video stream. I swear if I miss this, I'm wrong. Come on, let me do this. 30 seconds. Come on. Is this gonna be our time? Next thing you know, Ghost Data and Sean qualify. I'll be so sad. Come on. 9, 8, 7, 6. As soon as it's a Concordant member, somebody like that, I'll be happy. 1, go.
Welcome back, Fortnite
Finally.
fam. The day has been incredible. We've been hanging out with all of our friends, watching a bunch of Fortnite action, punching tickets left and right, and of course, there's one punched ticket that remains unpunched. And now I'm going to tell you in just a few minutes. Because first, we're going to take a look at the social wall. Obviously, you guys have been hyped, taking to social media, celebrating with friends, family, the likes. And of course, you guys are absolutely amazing. 4 times qualified. Yeah, Benji, stop showing off.
Exactly.
5 out of 5. All right, Shinken. Freaking
average
big
placement of 1.8, by the way. Hello, Shinken.
Okay. Weird flex, but
Not okay. Not okay.
Just kidding. Anyway, we also have a second page of social to take a look at. I mean, just more excitement across the board. Again, huge shout out. Let's not forget Zextro. Cried a little some reason though. So not.
That wash.
That wash. I mean, look. I mean, you had a wrist injury, dude. You had to take care of yourself, and of course, you come back and you're like, you know what? What wrist injury? I'm still the best. Boom. Pow. Got him. All right.
I mean,
now let's keep the ball rolling.
I don't know about best, but really good.
Our friends. I think it's only fitting we start taking a look at the NA West results.
Please, finally.
Here we go.
Epic Whale! Epic Whale qualified!
Absolutely unbelievable.
Let's go!
Epic Whale and 4DR Storm are the qualifiers.
Let's get it!
Blue Falconer have already qualified. Landjock and Punisher have as well. So
let's get it! Let's go, boys! Let's get it!
The final out of NA West and the final spot. Now, of course, guys, we've had a full day of Fortnite action, so really quickly, let's just recap everything that's gone down. Starting with Oceania,
that no scope.
Just a quick refresher to
that
remind
no scope,
you who is coming through from every single region. From OCE, it's Serpent and Hype. I mean, Sundown, you stayed up late, you watched these games. Are you surprised?
They played incredibly well. I mean, from start to finish, they were on
I couldn't
fire.
see it. I was at practice.
Just below a top 3 finish, 2.67 going on there. I mean, we talk about point efficiency. They did it all. It was brilliant for them. You have to feel a little bit of heartbreak there for Jalen and Skyla, as well as Zora and Geese. They were so close in so many of the weeks. OC proving that the top level of competition, the names that we saw every single week in the top 10 in both solos and duos, those guys are definitely
Let's get it.
The rest.
They got it.
Now they get to come to the stage. Fortnite World Cup Finals. Now we're going to move on to Asia. Don't forget we also
Asia, come on.
From there,
Aim hero.
This morning, while we were all asleep, unless you're Sundown, you're a maniac, can stay awake again, so I'm going to send this your way. You know, you have the infinite insight on these things. What do you think about Flame and Unique?
So Flame and Unique, it was really cool to watch because, again, people have talked about moving literally where they live or going to different land centers to try and get better ping. And this
Wait,
is
did
the
you see it though?
team playing from Vietnam. They said in the semifinals, like, GG High Ping, by the way, placing in the top 10. And then they turned around and their style was high on execution, rifle fire together, loot up safe, and then get key rotations. Incredibly proud of him. I actually was able to talk with Unique just a little bit over.
Wait, didn't you say you were a maniac if you stayed up until that time to watch it? So you're a maniac?
Getting to this point and being able to represent and being the first
exposed
Vietnamese team on that stage, like, just huge shout outs to you guys.
Well, there you go. You like to see it. Of course, we're going to keep things rolling. Europe was the next region up on deck. I mean, Wolfies and Rojo, Bala.
Benji Fishy and Savage. Let's get it. My boys from EU. My boys from West Rivers are Kangor now and his teammate. But my boys for EU, Benji, and freaking Benji and Savage.
And then the rest of these guys as well. Skite and Vato, they've been playing out of their minds, trying to contain towards that top spot, getting 9th 2 weeks in a row. And then finally, it's kind of the same story as Zexor. He's overcoming tendonitis as well. And he had a long post on Twitter earlier in French about his journey, his confidence, struggles. And
Wait, did T-Ski qualify? I haven't seen T-Ski, like anything about T-Ski in a long time.
Another one of the controller game. Joining up in there, him and Vorent clutching up, and then Singularity.
Last time I saw something for T-Ski, Season 7.
As well, so big shout outs to him and Skite hitting that mark.
Next region up was Brazil. Shayo, I'm gonna ask you and lean on you for this. You know, we see X-Zone coming through and King. Now, of course, there's several Kings here, but 9Z's King. This is actually a duo that you mentioned when we interviewed, and you said these
oh my god, Ziv didn't qualify for once? Good job. Weird. No, wait. What even server was that? I don't even know. Was it Brazil? I have no clue.
Which is amazing for that region as well.
Now,
I don't even know what servers they even play on.
I'm coming your way for these results. Don't forget, we had
Sexo, Zane, never mind, I'm stupid.
Young Calculator and Macwood coming through, and again, we see Zayd and Saf do it all over again, qualify again.
Zayd and Saf, no surprise seeing them up there. Same with, you know, Calculator, having that interview with him and Macwood earlier, just seeing how excited they were, you know, telling their families, their moms cried. This is a huge deal for so many of these players, and to be able to give that to them, to say, you know what, join us in New York, come play Fortnite with us, you know, do your best. You know, Slacks and Keys, we saw so many of their games today. They popped off. These guys knew that this was the last week they had to qualify, and they definitely brought the heat.
Aspect and Animal. Ooh.
And of course, with that wraps up the entire day. But first, we've got to punch the final ticket to New York City coming out of NA West. I mean, I feel like, do you guys mind if I do this one?
I mean, Shy should do it.
You know what?
He's our guest.
Yes.
He's our guest.
Absolutely. Shy, you will be the one to punch the ticket. Let's do this, Shy.
Come on, Isaac.
Don't Dr. Lupo him, remember. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's all Chad's fault if that happens.
Boom!
Let's go! Let's go!
Epic Whale in 4DR Storm.
Let's get it.
Complete the full qualification now.
Woo!
As well in the final moments, both of them qualified.
Let's go, Epic Whale. We got this.
We will actually have an opportunity to talk to the full qualifier, the final qualifier
Woo!
for the Fortnite Battle Royale
Let me see this.
World Cup. It's Epic
Let's go,
Whale.
Epic Whale.
How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I mean, good is an understatement. You guys put on an absolute.
Why does he sound like?
So, first question
that voice is familiar. Sound weird.
What's up with your duo? We haven't seen you and Storm
Sound
play
like
together
he looks
before,
like Rogue.
So what was going on there?
Yeah, I just wanted to switch things up, and I just was thinking about all my options as a duo, and for me, I was just looking for a duo that can kind of fill into my weaknesses. And
I forgot who it was.
Mechanically and at aiming, and
he sounds like so.
So I just thought it would work out well, and we practiced hard. And
he sounds so much like somebody, but I forgot who it is.
No, I think that was an absolutely
no, he doesn't look like
performance. So how does it feel to be a full qualifier now? You've qualified for duos, you'll be there in solos, you'll be seating in both parts of that competition. Has it kind of hit you yet? Do you really understand like how big that is? And what does your family think of it?
Yeah, it's crazy because like now I can get like bad RNG in solos, you know, and then like I still have a way better chance to do.
He sounds like a FaZe member.
I feel more safe, and that like I can pop off and get like a top 10 placing in either duos or solos pretty easily.
I forgot.
I mean, it's like I don't know. It's just they're in shock for real. Like like a year ago, like I was just, you know, someone who just played Fortnite a lot, and now like I'm winning a lot of money, and it's like, it's crazy. So it kind of just hit them by surprise, and I don't know.
And
wait, let me look at my
actually do it, not only
subscriptions.
are you double qualified, but the duo that you picked, 40 Hour Storm, you're actually going to be triple qualified. You guys are all going to New York together, and that's going to be crazy. How does
Let's go.
that, the next couple of weeks going into July, how does that factor into it? You guys are both going to go together. Is there, you know, strategy going into all that stuff? Are you guys going to be practicing together and helping each other?
I know a strategy. Pop off. Simple.
I mean, yeah, we're just gonna keep practicing through. I hope that like this
Does not
trios doesn't take
adapt.
over too much, so that we can still practice for solos and duos.
I
But,
forgot
don't know,
what
we're
that
just gonna
sound. I
practice
forgot who
however
that
we
was.
can.
All right, well, again, congrats on double qualifying. Huge achievement for you. Now, Epic Will, of course, we wanted to give you the floor, give any shout outs you like to, plug your social, any thank yous. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, so you can follow me on any socials, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, at Epic Will. That's Epic with a K too, so EPIK Will. And I'd like to shout out, you know, my parents for just supporting me and letting me play as much as I do. And I want to shout out, obviously, 40R, my duo, and also Leno and Barl, because 40R and I, we kind of were a new duo, so we didn't have much time to practice, but Leno and Barl, they stayed up late with us practicing 2v2s, and so I thank them for that.
Awesome, man. Well, again, massive congratulations. We cannot wait to see you in New York, and of course, as we continue to say, we'll get a slice in New York.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Let's
Thank you
go,
so much,
Epic
everyone.
Will.
We'll catch you later, my friend. Now, of course, guys, we know the 100 players that are going to be joining us for the duo competition.
I forgot.
Let's roll
I don't
the
know all of them.
entire list of names as a refresher.
Tofu?
You know, I thought duos was gonna be insane, and of course it is. But, or I'm sorry,
Stompy,
solos, but now duos, the list
of course.
of names. I mean, guys,
Leno.
this is it. We know the 100 for each category.
Saint.
What's nuts to me is that one of the teams on this list has to finish in last place.
Dubs
Like,
and Micah.
Like, that blows my mind, because I look here and every single one of these guys is capable of popping off. They're the best of the best, and one of these guys is going to be at the bottom. Somebody's going to finish on top, but all of these top duos, somebody is going to be down there, and that is ridiculous to me, because the level of
Vinny, Epic Will, and 40R Storms. They got this. They got this. Come on. Leno, Barn, and Epic Will. Trios will.
And has that clutch factor. You don't make it to New York City in
Leno,
solos or duos,
40Rs.
but duos in particular, where the consistency has been here for so many of these guys. You don't make it without having that clutch gene. So every one of the battles, and it's less of a, oh, somebody has to get last, and more of, even the battle between 199 and 1 and 2, all of those are going to be absurd and on a level that we've never seen before. You won't have this level of international players and the quality at this level ever. Like, it's going to be massive.
Getting me hyped, dude. You need to get me too hyped.
Bro,
and start
I
crying
love
in front of
this.
everybody.
This is amazing.
All right, Fortnite fam, again, thank you guys so much. We know it's been a long 10 weeks, but it all wraps up. Everything has
really
led to
is.
this moment. And now the next step is, of course, the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. Mark your calendars, July 26th through the 28th. Do not miss out. Now, of course, from all of us here, the entire talent crew, the broadcast in the back, all the producers, everyone from Epic, thank you guys truly so much for just hanging out with us and taking this journey with us. It truly
You're
does
welcome.
mean the world. I think it's only fitting that we all have a group hug before
Oh.
we leave and say goodbye. So bring it in.
And let's get close to the camera. Let's make it.
Can I get a hug?
Let's get chat in here. Yeah, get the arms around it.
Can I get a hug?
Guys, thank you so
Hug
much.
from far away.
You all are amazing.
Really
we'll
far.
see you in New York City. Get ready for the trios competition, but the Fortnite
Whoa.
World Cup Finals, July 26th to the 28th. We'll see you guys there.
Bye. This is fire, bro.
Throw a grenade. Go in the front.
Vivid. Wait, Vivid was popping up. Vivid was popping up grenades. Oh, I saw this. Alberto was popping off, and I think he no-scoped him.
Strong right now.
I want to see this.
Another player absolutely just bodying these players in this lobby.
Jaeyoung taking a lot of shots. Does he have a landing spot? Chunk splashes coming in. Is it enough? Pash hit the storm.
Oh my God! That is so smart.
We'll get a slice in New York.
Mongrel, Mitro, Stompy, Tashikan. Who else? Leno, Borrow, Saint, Seth, Nidhill and Funk Bomb, Airwalks and Nikov, Keystar and Hunter, Dubs and Mega, Jay and Little, yep. Ronaldo and Ziff, Blue Tea, Sean, Aiden, Kangarna, Epic, Will, my boys, and 40R Storm. And yeah, I forgot who else. I couldn't see because I'm looking to plan. So yeah, that was me reacting to basically the whole entire NA West thing. Yeah, that was really good. So last thing I have to say, goodbye. This was the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Goodbye. That no scope was awesome. Goodbye.